My most humble pronouns at the lotus feet of my divine mother and father, Sri Satya Sai Baba. I deem it a great privilege and blessing by Baba to be with you all on this great moment. To talk about Baba and our experiences is simply unique, and it is not given to many to say about Baba and to listen about Baba. No introduction is necessary because I completely surrender to Baba. When Baba has given me this opportunity, where is the introduction? No introduction. I was something, I was a leading lawyer, this and that. That is not going to help anybody. You know, when Kasturi, professor who was with Baba, you all know, he was having some requests and gave me Bhattaism and all those things. And I want to become a great saint and all those things. Baba told him, what a greater status you can attain than being the medium for packaging and posting my messages to thousands of devotees. Therefore, we are all doing it. We are all participating. We have been thinking of Baba, praying to Baba for the welfare of the human race. Therefore, no introduction is necessary. You know, Baba, in his own way, you can check up with any devotee of attracting devotees to him. That is by blessing us. There are so many people being in high positions, they do not know about Sai Baba. In their life, they may have a lot of money, power and all those things. But the way in which they act would be very contrary to the settled principles. When we are blessed to know Baba in this Janma, that two things are guaranteed. One is in this Janma, we will have a good life. And the next Janma, he will protect us throughout. What more you can expect from Baba? You know what happened? Howard Murphy. You know, he was an Australian. He was in England. And he had read about Paul Britton, about Ramana Maharishi, and know about Indian philosophy. He came to India. You know, when he was in Madras, in the Theosophical Society, he came to know about so many things. But a wandering yogi told him, you meet Sai Baba when you are in India. That was the first thing happened to Mr. Murphy in 1966. And fortunately for him, during the time when he was in Chennai, Baba had visited Chennai. And he had his first darshan of Baba in Chennai. And he had also interviewed. That is how the relationship started. And he wrote this Man of the Miracles, outstanding, immortal book about Satya Sai Baba. Therefore, what happened in my case, you see, I was an advocate practicing, a small fellow in Chennai. In 1974, I was in a colony, government colony, for rent. And you know, a friend of mine had sent his son to United States, Oklahoma University. And was so affectionate, somehow he wrote to me saying, I know a friend of mine who is working in NASA, an engineer, who is from Andhra Pradesh. Incidentally, he is also an astrologer. You send my horoscope and my wife so that we can study. This was in 1974. In 1976, my co-brother's father gave me this book, The Holy Man and the Psychiatrist, in 1976. I was a junior. I had to help my senior. The work was very heavy. I just had a glimpse of the book, but I didn't understand it, I confess. This was going on. In 1977, I got a letter from my friend's son in the United States, saying, giving the opinion of that astrologer about me and my wife. In that he has written, your brother-in-law and your sister will have darshan of a holy person in 1983 or 84. And that holy person will protect them throughout their lives. This happened in 1977. In 1980, fortunately, we moved to our own flat in Chennai, very near Sundaram. You are Sundaram in Chennai. But I didn't know anything about Sundaram, even though I had traveled through the street several times. And in 1982, just in front of our complex, in the open space, the builder put up another construction. In 1983 beginning, a couple from the United States just occupied first floor in the opposite complex. They happened to be Sai devotees. They invited us for a bhajan on a Thursday. First time in my life, I had never attended such a bhajan. It was simply fascinating, very absorbing. And the way in which they were singing, invoking about all gods and all those things, very, very interesting. And then after the conclusion of the bhajan, he said, Sundaram is near our house. Why not you visit? That will benefit you. Then thereafter we started attending bhajans in Sundaram. And life was going on, and we wanted to go to Puttaparthi. That intention was there. But having regard to my work with my senior, I didn't have time. In June 1984, somehow we managed to go to Puttaparthi along with my father-in-law, mother-in-law, my wife, everybody. We landed and everybody was saying Om Sri Sai Ram. What is all this Om Sri Sai Ram? You don't understand. Everybody's name is Om Sri Sai Ram. I don't understand. And when I asked for allocation of room, they gave it Om Sri Sai Ram. Okay. They gave a very first class room and we stayed there. Next day morning, we were in the queue about 7:30 a.m. You all know in those times, they have to sit in, all the devotees have to sit in the queues, and somebody will come with a bag with tokens. Depending upon the token, you are allowed inside to sit. My father-in-law was next to me in the male side, my wife and mother-in-law on the ladies' side. And the gentleman came, my father-in-law picked up with token number 1. Consequently, what happened by Baba's grace, we had the first row. And we rushed inside and sat. And just opposite that Vinayagar statue, Baba about 8:15 came out. Believe me, he straight came to me and my father-in-law, just stood before us. We had Father Namaskar and we enjoyed it. We stayed there for 3 days. Everything was very, very absorbing, very interesting. We had then realized that we had come to a place where that engineer had predicted in 1977. Then on, I have been regularly going. I have become a Sevadal in our Samiti in Chennai. And they are so kind to take me for I said I can come in summer vacation. 2 weeks, myself and my wife will come. We have been attending. We used to finish the service. At the end of the service, Baba used to call all Sevadals for Pada Namaskar and he will himself give prasad. With also sometimes with a good sweet. And then we used to go back to Chennai by bus. One of the trips after the service was over, Baba said, I don't have time to give Pada Namaskar. You all go and come next week. Accordingly, they acted. We came back to Chennai. After 10 days, we again went back after the direction by our president, Chennai Sundaram. And then we went, he gave us special darshan for all Sevadals from Chennai and very enjoyable. And since then, my practice has increased manifold. The life has changed, and where life was very enjoyable. Our attitude towards other people have also changed. Complete whole transformation, as it were, and we are enjoying. And we used to take every summer when we go 2 weeks. We used to give, because other people were there in the school nearby. There is an open space before the Anjaneya statue was built. People used to be there, and we used to give some cashew nuts and other things, fully packed from Chennai to Puttaparthi. 2 o'clock, 3 a.m. in the night, we used to distribute, and we also used to give them tea and all those things. And we never felt any tiredness. Sometimes after 4 a.m., my substitute volunteer would not come. I used to continue. Nothing. And you know how it maintained our health and all those things. It is to be experienced. That is how Baba has been blessing. And in 1987, I became a senior advocate. In Baba's grace, I used to go every summer, 2 weeks. I was given a Ganesh gate duty. That was very interesting. Night time. And that is how Baba has been protecting us. And in 1994, after the service and all those things in May 1994, I went back to Chennai. I resumed practice. And October 94, I was asked to be judge in the Madras High Court. Immediately, as soon as I received information, I went to Whitefield, where Baba was there at that time. I had his blessings. And then thereupon, I was sworn in. And November 17th, October 1994, I was sworn in as High Court. And then immediately, I was transferred to Delhi. Therefore, 1994, after my service, this has happened in May. And then I used to go to Sabarimala every year during this December, January. Very interesting thing happened, how Baba acts. 1st January 1995, Government of India declared and the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. There was some controversy, that was the order passed. Under the act, that declaration by the government has to be confirmed by High Court, judge nominated by the Chief Justice. 16th January 1995, after my return from Sabarimala, I went to court. It was about 9:30, 9:45 morning. I was getting down from my car. Just a few steps behind me, the Chief Justice also got down from the car. He just told me, please come and meet me in my chambers. There's some information. I went to my chambers, had my robes, and went to meet the Chief Justice. He told me this is what has happened. You are appointed as chairman of the committee. You have to consider the validity of the notification. This was in 16th January. After my retirement, I came to know that on 16th January, the head of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad had gone to Puttaparthi seeking blessings of Baba. Baba, this is what has happened. All our schools have been completely shut down, and our bank accounts to the tune of about 1,000 crores frozen. We are completely in dark as to what to be done. At that time, Baba had told him, don't worry, a Madras judge in Delhi will decide the matter and he will succeed. And in the inquiry, I talked about Baba, and when I was advocate, I had a client who was owning a press I requested him to print photos of Baba. He had given me very beautiful cards. I distributed all the cards to all the persons who attended the court, including the government officials, everybody. Everybody was happy. And in the report, I have mentioned about Baba. According to the principles, you have to lead your life, you have to govern. Therefore, I set aside the order passed with the government. How? This is all Baba's grace. In 95, I went to Puttaparthi. 94 also I went. 95, I went to Puttaparthi during birthday celebrations. And then Baba gave me a wristwatch. And still I got it every time. That is the blessing. You know, 1990, 22nd November 1990, I was in Puttaparthi. I heard Baba saying, hospital will be opened and the first operation will be held on 22nd November 1991. 22nd November 1991 also I was in Puttaparthi. I enjoyed all those things by Baba's gifts. So even today, you know, you can ask me so many things, but the life, every day, every second is helping me. My dear brothers and sisters. Therefore, once we have faith, there is absolutely no need to worry about our life. Whatever we require, He will give. Therefore, enjoy His blessings, have faith in God, and do your job. Whatever the station in life you occupy, that is His destiny. According to the destiny, we act. Some are soldiers, some are lower division clerks, some are magistrates, some are doctors, some are paramedical staff, so many things. Whatever the position He gives, let us take and do the job. And He will take care of so many things. That has been my experience. You know, when I was a judge, there was one big matter, you know, Mansingh Road, they started at Taj Mahal Hotel. Opposite to that, there is government property about 7.5 acres. One prince claimed that it is his property. Delhi capital, he said it is my property, government cannot take it over. After the act and all those things, constitution. You know, there was a treaty and all those things. Treaty I am overruling, I am passing an order, therefore it is my property. He filed a suit in 1950 in the Delhi High Court. My dear brothers and sisters, 1950. And he was claiming 10 crores main profits in the government of India. And it is my property. Allow me. Then a single judge, you know how Baba helps, decided in favor of that prince. The suit was decreed. The appeal came up before a division bench, myself and another learned judge. We have to decide that in 1996. He said, I must come to Delhi to hear this matter, see how Baba had decided. And two great senior counsel argued for 1.5 years, and we reserved judgment. And I asked my colleague, we have to deliver judgment. What do you say? That learned judge told me, brother, you know who has decided the case in the trial court? He is now a judge of the Supreme Court. What? I said, whether he is a Supreme Court judge or not, it doesn't matter. He is a lower court judge. We are deciding the correctness of his judgment. Baba will guide us. We will have to go through. I am preparing the judgment. I will send the copy to you, draft to you. Whether you approve or not, I will deliver it. You can give a separate judgment if you want. Then one of the important points argued before us by the senior advocates, that was giving us a lot of trouble. My learned judge also could not give any solution. And I was thinking about it. I used to pray to Baba how to decide about it on this point, a very crucial point in the case. One night about 2 o'clock, something struck me and came down from my bedroom to the office and saw certain books, and I got the point, and I prepared the judgment and sent the judgment to him. We allowed the appeal, set aside judgment. He said it is government property. He can't claim anything. And the 10 crores profits and all those things completely set aside. But I tell you, I am free to confess, but for Baba's guidance, I would not have been able to decide the issue. There are several cases. You know, in Barakamba Road, Skipper Builders case, that was pending in the High Court for a long time. About all sorts of people have applied and no allotment made. That was not decided by the judges for more than 10 years. It came before me, and I had fixed up a date. I then went straight to Puttaparthi. I had Baba's darshan, came and disposed of the matter. Therefore, once we surrender to him, everything will be done. And there are several instances. And I retired. My wife was suffering from cancer. All those things. Our doctor, Kanwar, we used to attend bhajan at Satya Sai Center. He used to sit next to me. I told him my problem, this is it. I have to vacate my quarters. I want to buy something. I don't have any money, sir. Doctor. He said, nothing doing, don't worry. Go to Puttaparthi. Just have darshan. Everything will be done. What he said happened, my brothers and sisters. That is why we are in Delhi. I did not go back to Chennai. I am not practicing this. Every day is very, very clear, and at this age, I am now 82. I have been able to practice very seriously. And how do I get the energy? Every day I pray to Baba, and he takes care of it. Therefore, let us all pray and do it. I can cite several instances, and once we are humble devotees of Baba, we need not worry about our life. Let us take care, be humble, and try to help others, and all that will help. And to whomsoever comes to you for any help, try to help. If not possible, deal with him or she kindly. No, don't come and don't disturb me or interfere with my work and all those. Kindly we will deal with. Once you adopt these means as advised by Baba, life will be very peaceful. You see, how do I get the thinking, madam? So many complicated matters. Unless we have grace of it. I know so many judges, how they are making mistakes. They say they don't have time. And Baba gives me a lot of time to think, prepare, and so many assistants, my juniors are helping me. All these things is me. Therefore, it is, I don't want to take much time, but I would like to share my experience, but it will take long time. So many things are there. And I tell you this, believe me, I surrender for everything, and he solves. There has been nothing, no attempt has failed. It is really a mystery. Therefore, Man of the Miracles book and all those things, how inspiring it is. How many people have changed? How many people have come to Puttaparthi on reading Man of the Miracles? How did these things happen? A man who came first time to Madras to have darshan of Baba, he wrote the book in 1971. How could it happen? Therefore, these are all God's grace, whether he is doing it or not. And some people think, no, when I have been praying, Baba did not do it. There is reason. If our prayers are not granted, He knows how to do it. Our duty is to keep on praying. And he knows the appropriate time to grant the prayer, in what manner, and in what way it will be suitable to us for further progress in life. Om Sri Sai Ram, very nice. Thank you all for giving me this wonderful time, and especially my tenure in the High Court, very scintillating. And everybody was loving, very kind, and that is the main reason I decided to settle down in Delhi. My daughter Shobha is an advocate on the court. She is also doing well by Baba's grace. Therefore, all these things happening, but for his grace. And what that engineer said in NASA engineer, it is true even today. Thank you so much. Sai Ram. Om Sri Sai Ram.